Guten Tag, my dear German friends. 16 things not to do in Germany is the name of the video. Another author says his opinion. Let's see, is it true or not? I want to hear your opinions in the comment section, because you are the real Germans and I am fake German, okay? So don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell for notification. Also, if you want to support the channel, donate and become a member, guys. Let's go.
Germany, the country of rules, and there's a few things you absolutely should not do, and one of them is don't expect to pee for free. I know it sounds funny. Free public
It doesn't sound funny, because in Latvia, in a city center, there's everywhere like that. Don't expect to pee for free, man. Like, you cannot stop people from doing pee. You cannot. If they will have to pay for it, they will go around the corner. Period.
Restrooms are not that common, and you know, there is restrooms in train stations, bus stations, shopping malls, but usually they cost 50 cents or more. Don't expect to pee for free in Germany. That's a 4 out of 10 on our don't to meter scale, and it's gonna get so much crazier. The last ones are really big no-nos. Now,
what to do if you don't have 50 cents? So literally pee in your pants, go out around the corner and pee on the door of the toilet. That idea sometimes I have.
Of course, there's exceptions to everything, so of course also to these don'ts. So if you disagree with one of them, let us know in the comments below. The next thing you shouldn't do in Germany is don't expect great service. Generally speaking, customer service is not that friendly or warm, especially if you compare it to other countries, for example, the States. Now this holds for restaurants, retail shops, and yes, unfortunately, also official places, like for example, banks. You know, the next time you go into a restaurant and you know they don't acknowledge your smile, it's not you. It's just the way it is. Now, on a side note here, tipping is still expected. Don't expect great customer service in Germany. Also a 4 out of 10. Next thing is
I don't understand when like people do bad service and then they expect tips for what? For what? Just because you are? That's the wrong mentality, my friend.
Visit Germans spontaneously. Like, what I mean is, don't show up at their door unannounced, because Germans on average like to be, you know, prepared internally and externally. They want to have a good feeling, you know, that everything is taken care of, that they have enough, you know, coffee and cake in the kitchen, and also that the apartment is tidied up. That's a 4.
That was my grandma. She was like that. She's Latvian, but she had German roots, right? So she was always like that. She didn't like when people came without like unexpected.
0.5 out of 10. And we're just getting started. Now, don't be surprised if you see naked people in Germany. Ironically, you know, for a country that hates small talk and being loud on public transport, Germans are weirdly down with being nude. Like, for example, there is this park in Munich. I was this weekend, I was sitting down, and then, I don't know, 50 meters in front of me, there was this guy popping up, and he was completely naked.
What?
And I forgot, like, oh yeah, I'm sitting down in the naked area. It's called FKK here. And also many saunas.
There are literally naked areas even in parks? Man, Germany, I'm coming. Let's go.
Have, and you know, this rule where nudity is not only expected, but mandatory. So for example, there might be signs saying swimwear not allowed. That's a 5 out of 10 on our don't to meter. Next is don't call late at night. You know, Germans like to be efficient, and on average, I would say Germans don't stay up as late as, you know, maybe other countries, like, you know, for example, the Spanish or the Italians. And calls after 8 p.m. are considered a disruption in Germany. You know, people, I don't know, might be sitting in front of the TV, they have their evening routine, and they might be disturbed of that. So it's generally considered rude if you call after 8 p.m.
Well, it is rude, man. Why would you like to disturb somebody's peace after 8 o'clock in the evening, right? It's just rude. Just don't call them so late. People want to chill out, think about them. It's not like, I think, it's not only German rule, it's overall, like, if you're a polite person, if you think about other people, you know, this is what you do.
You can still text them or WhatsApp them or Facebook them, you know, that's fine. But calling, that's considered rude. 5.5 out of 10. Don't expect the water to be free. And this might be a shock for, you know, many North Americans who come to the country. But yeah, water is not free in the restaurants. Like serving tap water, that concept doesn't exist. So if you ask for tap water, they probably will just shake their head and say, we don't serve that, because yeah, you will have to pay for your water. That's a 5.5 out of 10, because
In Riga, almost everybody gives you for free water. That's no problem over here, you know. We have still Soviet mentality, and it's pretty good, you know. Like some things from Soviet mentality are good in my opinion. People in Riga, they love to share, you know. Even if you work in a restaurant, they are not against to give you just a tap water.
water is not
And you
free.
really want it.
Don't be loud, because there is such thing as quiet hours. It is from 10 p.m. till 6 a.m. in the morning, and even some regions have it after lunch for an hour. So if you decide you mow your lawn or be really loud on a Sundays or, you know, during these quiet hours, don't be surprised that the neighbors will complain. Germans don't mess around when it comes to the quiet hours.
Well, this is another thing that I think it's like international, right? Who loves when their peace is being disturbed? Only disturbed people, you know. Normal people, they don't disturb other people's pieces, and their own peace also, you know. So I am the same from 10 till 6 a.m. I want everything to be quiet, man. I want to rest.
That's a 6 out of 10. Don't do small talk. You know, I know there's countries where this is very common. Howdy. They just don't understand it. They will look at you weird, be like, why is this person coming, you know, all up close in my personal space and asking me these very personal questions or these very unimportant questions about how the weather is and stuff. It's not very common here. Don't expect them to understand small talk. Don't do it. 7 out of 10. Don't forget cash. Cards are not accepted everywhere here. You know, there are some shops where it says only cash. And even if they take cards, sometimes you need a minimum amount that you need to spend in order to use your card. Oftentimes it's 10 euros. So you could be standing there, you know, with your chewing gum and be like, okay, I still need, I don't know, 9 more euros so I can get my chewing gum. And you're just kind of like, okay, I get the Snickers, I get this. Just
And you're like, okay, I'm just gonna go to another shop.
in order so you can use your card. Don't forget cash. That's a 7 out of 10. Now, when you're invited to someone's home, don't wear your shoes inside, because people here take off the shoes the second they step into the house. And sometimes the host even has slippers prepared for you. For example, a Birkenstock, you know, we call them house shoes. And yeah, guess what I'm wearing right now? House shoes in Germany, because you don't wear your shoes inside. That's a 7.5 out of 10.
Another thing that makes just perfect sense, you know, don't bring the dirt from the outside inside the flat. That's it. Just don't do it, and that's it. It's gonna be okay.
Forget to recycle in Germany, because there are strict rules to that. And you know, if Germans see you doing it wrong, they will probably stare at you and be like, why is he not doing it correctly? And you don't want that. Also, on a side note, you know, you get money back for certain bottles. For example, beer bottles and plastic bottles. And for example, for the plastic bottles, there's these little machines in the supermarket where you can just, you know, throw it in and you'll get money back. Don't forget that. 7.5 out of 10. Don't.
That's cool. I love that there are such a thing as sorting garbage, because you care about the environment, and it's a good thing, man. You should care about the environment, because you don't want to make an environment where you live very dirty, you know. You want to make it green and nice, fresh air, you know, without any trash and killing the nature.
Get offended, because Germans are direct, you know. If you ask them, you will get an honest answer. You know, there's no back and forth. And this might be irritating for a lot of people at first, but you will see, you will appreciate it, because you know where you stand at. Don't get offended. There's no beating around the bush in Germany. 8 out of 10. Another big thing not to do in Germany is don't jaywalk. Like, oftentimes, you know, I see people just waiting at the light is red, there is no cars around, there's nothing, maybe it's in the middle of the...
Just do it. If it's red, if you're ready to go, there's no cars, just do it. With a kid, without a kid, with your grandma, do it all the time. I do it and I don't care.
But they're still waiting for the light to turn green. And especially don't jaywalk when there's kids around with their parents, because parents would get angry, you know, for you setting a bad example, which, okay, fair enough. I'm telling you, you don't want to get yelled at by German parents. It's terrifying. that's an 8.5 out of 10. If I haven't terrified
Maybe I want German parents to yell at me.
you so far, then a click on that subscribe button would be terrifying. Don't walk in the bike lane. Like really,
Oh
watch
yeah,
out
this
for
is
the
a big
signs.
one.
And
This is big one in big cities also, because there's a lot of people, you know, and that's why people who have their pedestrian walkway, you know, they go crazy if the bikes go on pedestrian walkway and all the way around, you know. I understand this one. I understand. I support this one. No doubt about that, my friend.
if you want to go biking, you know, and you stick to the rules, biking is a lot of fun in Germany. But when you're on foot, be careful, because, you know, you might think, oh, there's some space on the bike lane. You will for sure get yelled at by a German biker 9 out of 10. And while we're talking about bike lanes, if you decide to ride a bike, don't use the bike lane in the wrong way. And this is what I mean. Bike on the right.
Yes, yes, yes. This is another one. I mean, I don't care. There are some people, you know, that like hate it. I just don't care. Whatever, man. If, for example, I worked as a courier, a food courier, right? I have a bridge, one side, other side. The shop is on this side, on the left side, but in the same time, the bike lane goes towards me on this side, right? So basically, I if I will go into the wrong side. But if I go on the right side, it will take me like a long time to make it there, you know. So I just go the wrong side. That's it. Okay, I'm ready to deal with angry people. Whatever. I mean, I understand their frustration, everything, but it is what it is. It's life. Nothing is perfect in life, right?
Right side, like the same directions the cars are going. And if there's no bike lane, you know, you bike on the road, not on the pedestrian walk, and also on the right side. And if you disobey this, you will have to pay a hefty fine if the police catches you.
Wow,
And believe
yeah,
me,
yeah,
you
yeah,
don't
yeah,
want
yeah. The same over here. Police doesn't love. They stopped me one time, you know.
pay this hefty fine. I speak from experience. Also
Yeah.
a 9 out of 10
I know
on our
what
Don't
he
meter.
means.
And our number one, a sure way to piss off every German, don't be late. Like, Germans are crazy punctual, and we all heard this stereotype, and it is true. Like, there's no buffer time of like, oh, I'm on my way, sorry, traffic is so bad. No. Germans will be on time. Actually, no, they won't be on time. They will be 5 to 10 minutes early. Don't be late. Don't disappoint the Germans. That's a 10 out of 10. And in order for you not to be disappointed, hey, check out our video where we rank German foods from worst.
Yeah, well, that's 10 out of 10, no doubt about that, because I like when people come on time. Myself, I sometimes come late. This is what I don't like, kind of, but I don't like to wait on other people. I have like been friends with the people who made me wait for them for half an hour, 40 minutes, you know, and this is very like mentally hard. It's hard, you know. And that's why I have like a traumatic experience about that. But I'm trying to sort it out, guys. I promise. I will take advice from you Germans and come in 5-10 minutes earlier. All right. So thank you for watching, guys. If you have another nose that not to do in Germany, add your nose into the comment section, of course. And don't forget to like, subscribe, click the bell for notification. Support channel by donating or becoming a member, guys, and see you in the next reaction videos. Bye.